It has been so bad being a Montreal Canadiens fan the past few weeks. I love making Canadiens videos. They're my second favorite team. Anytime a big story pops up about this team, we talk about it, and it usually gets met with a lot of reception. Now, I don't want to make this entire commentary a video whining about YouTube views, but it's been a very obvious trend that because the Montreal Canadiens have stunk so badly the past few weeks, it's made everybody's interest in the team all the more reduced. And again, I'm not just strictly talking about, oh yeah, our Canadiens videos are getting less views. Like, obviously that plays a part of it, but that, to me, shows more of a symptom of this fan base that Habs fans are just kind of fed up. There's been so much crap to deal with this team. How poorly they've been performing. They got shut out today against Jake Allen and the Devils. I got people in my group chat saying, yeah, no, Jake Allen is amazing. He's so good. And I had to pause it up and say, hey guys, like, Allen is fine, but part of the reason he got a shutout is because he's playing the gosh darn Montreal Canadiens, guys. So I wanted to use this video as an opportunity to finally break free from all the negativity and actually talk about a good story with this team. Take yourself some mouthwash, swish it around in there, and spit out the aftertaste of that terrible Canadiens and Devils game, and feast your eyes on this article from rg.org. As always, this show is brought to you by ExpressVPN. Go out there and use Express with the first link in the description to save some money, get some free months on your VPN, and help out this channel in the process. Also, linked in the description of this video, this article. Pressure makes you better. Ivan Demidov speaks about KHL records, development, and his future with the Canadiens. Big shout out over to Daria Tuboltseva, who went out there and published this article earlier this morning, and had these really great quotes from Demidov. This article opens up by talking about Demidov breaking Kirill Kaprizov's U20 point-scoring record with 44 points in 52 games this season. Despite the international praise for his play, the 19-year-old Demidov remains focused on the collective goal of helping his team win. This is a valuable achievement, but I don't want to dwell on it. Our priority is the team's goals, Demidov said in an exclusive interview with rg.org. The article then dives into what makes Demidov so good at producing points, and part of that comes with his deking ability. You see just every detail, where the opponent is moving, and then, through reflex and instinct, you start making a move, said Demidov at the 2024 NHL Entry Draft. I don't specifically watch clips of opponents. In general, most teams play in a similar way. I guess I just rely on intuition. Now, there's another interesting part about this article that we don't really know too much about. Like, we didn't really talk about this a lot last year, so it was illuminating for me to go out there and read about this. Speaking about his development, Demidov noted that working with former NHLer Sergei Samsonov last year was a huge help. Yeah, Sergei Samsonov, remember that name? A Calder Trophy winner, NHL All-Star, and 2002 Olympic bronze medalist. He took a different career path and now works with Demidov's agent, Dale Milstein, as a player development coach. Samsonov recently praised Demidov's ability to absorb information and pick up tactics quickly, qualifying his hockey IQ as elite. Demidov remains very thankful for the time that Samsonov spent with him last season. We don't talk as often now, but last season we worked together a lot, said Demidov, the former NHLer. We discussed my game and analyzed tape to improve in some key areas. Now, shifting gears away from the development side of things, I wanted to dive into Montreal, because Demidov's SKA contract expires on June 1st, 2025, and Montreal will look to sign him immediately so they may join the club for 25-26. The young forward is already universally loved amongst the fan base, but has also been going the extra mile to make sure he'll be able to integrate seamlessly into the team culture. Ivan mentioned that he is continuing his English lessons, but he also added that he started to study French. I think my English is decent, but it's not for me to judge. I study when I have time, taking online lessons with a tutor, and I've also started to learn French. The hardest part is pronunciation. Actually, everything about it is difficult. English is definitely easier. Oh boy, that is so great. I did not realize this guy would go out there and start learning French whilst learning English at the same time. Talk about dedicated to the craft, eh? Demidov then talks about the visit that Kent Hughes had last December to SKA St. Petersburg. They just asked how I was doing, and they told me, keep working, everything will come. Maybe their presence in the stands added a bit of pressure, but pressure is great, said Demidov. I feel like I'm growing mentally. The pressure makes you better. Now, there are a few extra quotes and stuff from Ivan Demidov in this interview, so the article is going to be linked in the description if you want to read that yourself. However, I also wanted to look at a tweet that goes over some super interesting Demidov comments from, I believe, this was today's KHL All-Star Skills competition. The question was, Roman Rottenberg said that you need to leave SKA after winning the Gagarin Cup. Is he right? And that he won't let you go without the cup? So, that's true, Demidov apparently said. Buckle up, Habs fans. We can't see Ivan Demidov signing an extension with SKA St. Petersburg. Some of the replies go out there and say, yeah, I mean, I can't see it either. He's been really vocal about coming to the NHL as early as he can. Many sources said that Ivan refused already 3 or 4 extensions from Roman Rottenberg. And so with that, hearing that Ivan Demidov has been tearing it up, he's getting himself all these points, he finally holds that record over Kirill Kaprizov, he is learning French already. And he spoke about earlier today already that maybe at some point he'll try to win the championship and then he'll be able to go. He's got, of course, the goal of being able to win wherever he is at the moment, but also the fact that we've been bringing up quite a few times already, he has rejected SKA St. Petersburg, and he doesn't want to stick around there. A lot of people seem to have read that tweet from Hockey News Hub saying, yeah, I mean, he's really doing what he can to make sure he can get out of SKA as quickly as possible, not because it's a bad team or anything, but because he just wants to come to Montreal. And now, when you think about this game that we had seen out of the Habs earlier this morning against New Jersey, I mean, one of the top replies on the subreddit thread is how the power play sucks, how the carry-in sucks, how Lane Hudson just giving it over to Suzuki sucks, and Patrik Laine sucks. He can't hold on to it. He can't handle it. He can't make moves with it. What if Ivan Demidov was there? What if you had the same cast of talent, but you just added an elite hockey IQ playmaking forward like Demidov? Things will probably take a turn for the better, right? So, we might have to wait a little bit to see Demidov suit up with the red, white, and blue. His contract expires June 1st after all. But once that comes, I think we're gonna have ourselves some fun times in Habs land, am I right? Thoughts in the comment section below about Ivan Demidov in this interview. I'm going to leave a link in the description if you want to read the rest of this yourself. I tried, guys. I really did. I wanted to get some sort of a Habs video out there because it feels wrong to not make any videos about Montreal on any day. It's just they played the early game, they sucked in it, and now it's like, yeah, well, what do we talk about? There's no other reasonable thing that we can dive into other than the same conversations we've had before. Oh, trade Evans, trade Savard. Suzuki is alright. Patrik Laine stinks. Okay, Ivan Demidov's great. At least there's an interview that we can go out there and read, right? So, thoughts in the comment section below about Ivan Demidov and this conversation surrounding him and his performance. I hope you enjoyed this video. And bye.